When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing.
Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. I'm kind of excited because last night, and I know I talk about Eddie Hearn in his own a lot, but the headline, we're not going to talk about the undercard. I'll save that for a later video. But the headline, when Jesse Bam Rodriguez took on Carlos Cuadras at 115, he became the youngest Titlest. He's it was at the 115 division. The lower weights, they kind of get hairy, but some of them do stick out. And this young man actually stuck out a lot. And I thought I saw something a while ago where he wasn't fighting anymore. I guess I got my names mixed up or whatever. But I was like, that little dude, the last time I saw him, man, I was like, man, this dude, you talking about when people be saying masterclass boxer and all that, like, I'm like, man, look, we use that too much. This young man is a technician. He's actually a mechanic, hence the thumbnail. And I was excited to see him headline that card. And he was taking on Carlos Cuadras, who was, you could see the size difference. And all night, Carlos was just aiming for the fences. But this young man, so technical, excellent footwork. I hate that they kept overshadowing what he was doing with, the likes of Lomachenko. They kept bringing him up, when they always talk about the speed, the footwork, the angles. But this young man has all of that. And to my understanding, what happened was when it came to Robert Garcia and Virgil Ortiz, Robert Garcia was training both of those guys. And I think it was like the second to last fight, they both had a fight on the same night. And so after that, I'm not going to get to the drama part or make any kind of speculation, but after that, it was made known that Virgil was on the hunt for a new trainer. And Robert Garcia had came out and said that he felt as though Virgil, he felt as though Jesse, being a younger guy coming up or whatever, he felt as though he needed him in the corner more. So it was kind of like a compliment to Virgil and saying, hey, look, we put in the work, you know what to do, go do it. Let me tend to my young guy over here and, be in his corner because he may be needed. But Virgil is one of my guys. He's on my 10 countdown at the beginning of the video if you haven't been paying attention. But he is one of them guys. I would love to have put this young man on there in Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I mean, he's a southpaw. Man, this guy, his footwork is impeccable. His shot placement, and they was actually on the commentary actually debating who had the more power. You could see that Carlos was just swinging for the fences. He was just doing one of them things that they say where it's like, man, hit wherever you can hit. Like hitting arms, shoulders. They kept, kind of like borderline exchanging low blows. But the referee was on top of it. I can say that referee, he wasn't having none of it. Every time they would lock up, he'd be like, stop! And then they would stop, like, hey, get my hands up and get back and get neutral again. And then, the referee did a good job of managing this fight, but this young man put on a clinic. And from the jump, I was commenting as well. I was like, look, man, he gonna catch this man with a left uppercut. But the right, because I always debate whether my favorite punch is the stab jab or that from a southpaw, that right uppercut. And I saw that what Jesse was doing was he would step in, he would throw that right jab. He would take a pivot step and he'd come right behind with a left uppercut, and he was landing so flush. I mean, he was stunning my man, Carlos. And I said, I thought it was going to be either, he was either going to daze him with a jab and then finish him with that left uppercut. And in the third round, he actually used, arguably my second favorite punch. Why? Because every puncher can't use it. You got to be a southpaw to be able to use it. But it's with the lead hand. It's that lead right uppercut. Comes right up under the arm, and if you pivot that angle right, you can catch somebody right up under the chin because it's coming up under the arm and they never see it coming. And by gosh, in the third round, that's what he caught him with, and he dropped him with it. The reason why that punch is so dangerous is because the fastest time to a distance is a straight punch. So for a orthodox person, if you come and you try to do that lead right uppercut, the jab, the straight jab with the left can just boom, just hit you. Like soon as you, if they know that that's what you're doing and they time it, they move, they get off the line and they throw that straight left jab, they can really hurt you because you're going in for the kill. But the young man put on an excellent clinic. 22 years old, the youngest Titlest. He's the WBC world champ now, and I got a lot of hope for the young man. You know, he was even surprising me the way he talked at the interview. I mean, he gave much respect to his opponent. You know, he was a good sport about it. He wasn't disrespectful, but he put a lot of people on notice with the boxing he was able to do. So I do want to salute Eddie. I know I take on Eddie all the time. You know, I'm not even going to dog him out for the undercard. You know, that's on another video, so check out my other video. Anyways, I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. I look forward to seeing more of this young man fights. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, he put a lot of people on notice. He's a mechanic when it comes to that body work, that footwork, you know, using the jab. He was pumping that jab, flicking that jab. He had an educated left. You know, he had everything. He had all the tools that you need in this boxing world, and I will tip my hat and say that man is something special. You know, that's all I wanted to, you know, put out here in this video, man. Salute to the young man for his accomplishment. I look forward to his fights, and I will be checking for you from now on. Body work.
All right, I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
My word, and I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
As you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fucked solid up, right? You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
We let go outside the ring. I'm a fighter, like I said before. Ain't no safety on the clock, so